Happy birthday, Aaron Donald. There he is doing Aaron Donald things in Super Bowl 56, the big show.
Oh, get off
Unbelievable.
Me.
Hey,
Real.
and this moment, that 3rd and 3, game saver.
Right.
Game saver right there. To keep it a 7-point game instead of an 11-point game, making that sack. He had 3 sacks in the 3rd quarter, and then obviously game on the line. Jamar Chase wide open, but no chance to even see him after Jalen Ramsey fell down because down went Joe Burrow. There's Aaron Donald. Give me my ring.
Man,
he's getting his ring.
chills.
He's 31 years old today and still one of the great players in the entire NFL. So in honor of Aaron Donald and in order to fill the perfunctory draft segment on most days, the best non-quarterbacks in the NFC West, Aaron Donald's division. Chris, I'll give you the first pick.
Well, I mean, you're right. This is like you said during the commercial break. Like this is one where I don't know if the quarterbacks would have swayed things a whole lot actually in this division. You know, Stafford and Kyler Murray, I do. Now, let me ask you this: Aaron Donald, are we using him in the draft? I mean, or I don't want to even pick him. I mean, obviously,
let's make it the Aaron Donald Memorial Draft
exactly
in honor of his birthday.
I mean, Aaron Donald is now no doubt. Okay, I'm with you. So we don't have to take him. All right, I'm gonna go with Deebo Samuel to start it off. I am. Yeah, right now in this NFL 2022, Deebo Samuel. I mean, what we saw him do, weapon. Yes, I'm gonna take him. I mean, he's a game changer. Again, one of the best receivers in football. And hasn't had a quarterback that really is a game-changing quarterback. I mean, he catches the ball like 5 yards down the field and makes it a 25 and 30-yard gain every time. So that, between what he does a running back, the short passes, and what he does after the catch, and then, of course, just playing pure receiver, he's as good as it gets for me.
Well, I agree with you there. For my pick, though, I got to go with the guy who was the Super Bowl MVP, even though we believed it should have been Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, with a great special season in 2021. He came close to setting the single-season receiving yardage record. Yes, there was an extra game. Always open, always making the catch. You take him for granted. He's so solid. He's so good. He's so consistent. He's easy to take for granted. And he's making between $14 and $15 million a year. He's staying cronky. Carve off some of that yacht maintenance budget to take care of Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, he is. Kupp is got it all. He does. I mean, maybe not as physically raw talented as a Deebo Samuel, but man, it's not far off. You know, and then again, when you have a system of route running and stuff like that, he can really capitalize on all of that. But fast, way bigger than people realize, way faster than people realize, and like is into his craft. So I'm with you. He's definitely one of the best players in the division. I'm going Nick Bosa, actually. I'm going to go Nick Bosa next. I am. Nick Bosa, I think, other than Aaron Donald, is the best defensive player in the division. And Nick Bosa, I think, is in the conversation for one of the best defensive players in all of football to begin with anyways. He was in that talk of defensive MVP, comeback player of the year last year. We've discussed it, I mean, a lot through the last few years. When he's healthy, I mean, he's an ass kicker. He is. You know where he is, and it's not just rushing the passer. He's a killer in the run game, too. And part of that, like Donald is with the Rams, where he sets their attitude up. Bosa's big like that. We saw that in the playoff game in Minnesota. He lying on the ground, and then he got up, and the whole stands went crazy, and he was like, I'm okay. You know, he's got a special way about him, let alone a special skill set.
I'll stick with the receiver position. It's been the offseason of the receivers. Everybody's getting paid. One guy hasn't gotten paid yet. Well, more than one. In fact, all three who have made it onto this list are still waiting to get their major paydays. DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
And again, this is partially on potential and the hope that they will maybe use him differently than they have, get the ball in his hands, let him be Deebo Samuel. I hope Copycat League starts copycatting what the 49ers do with Deebo Samuel, because there's some guys that can really make the game exciting if you get the ball in their hands more. No DK doubt. Metcalf is one of them. And, you know, the guy that, even though they're kind of in a rebuild, they don't want to part ways with DK Metcalf. They know he's too good to let go.
Yeah, right. I know that was one where we had our eye on, right? We thought like, ooh, if they trade him away, this is a total rebuild. And what are they going to do there? But, yes, he's special. And receivers like we've seen, they can change the game. They can. It's a different age, and he's special. He really is. He's a freak of nature.
Best non-quarterbacks in the NFC West besides Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald Memorial Draft. Happy 31st birthday, AD. Here we go. Round 3. Chris, who you got?
All right. Well, here's one thing that's jumping out to me. the 49ers are clearly the best team in the NFC West. I mean, because again, George Kittle's on the board, maybe the best tight end in football. Trent Williams is on the board, maybe the best left tackle in football. Fred Warner's on the board, maybe the best middle linebacker in football. They're all from the 49ers. All right, so because he was such a good dude, I'm going to go with Kittle next. All right, Trent Williams, certainly I'm thinking about him, but I'm going to go with George Kittle as my next pick. I mean, you talked about the successful teams, the good teams. What do they got? Tight ends. He's a damn good one, and he's good at both things, run game blocking and pass catching. So I'll go with George Kittle.
Even though he didn't have his best game the last time we saw him in Super Bowl 56, I'll go Jalen Ramsey. I think he'll be motivated to be even better in 2022 to atone for that.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.